Okay, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Should I close this arm in a little bit more to make room for this one? I feel like I should. Let me see. Mm, 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 mm. So we're gonna come over this way with. We'll come straight with this knuckle. We'll come down. Got the thumb right here. And then the other hand is about right there. Comes down. That comes down here. And then connects with the wrist here. We roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Got a little bit of a curve happening with the hand right here. See that little bone right before the hand starts? That's going to come upwards and stop about right here. And then that's when that part will come in, like so. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. I guess I can try to finish up a portion of his hand. So that comes down as the knuckle. That's going to come down there. Hand's going to be about right here. Right there. Eraser. Back here. I like where we're going so far. So come up about right here. We still got to make room for both sides. His hands come up this way. And he sort of makes a fist on this side as well. Comes up that way. This one kind of comes up over that way. Louis V, straight jacket. What's good with you, bro? Listen, we trying out here. That's gonna be a tough one. A lot of details I gotta account for. So I'm trying to get like all my portioning correct. So far I'm a little off. The head is kind of a little far up, but we can live with that. I ain't worried about that. I may need to bring this in on this side just a little bit. I could probably do that now, actually. Let me see. We'll come in, bring that down just a little. And come down about right here. And I can probably bring that ear over some more. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Okay, that feels a lot better. I like that. Let's see. What do I need to start on first? So with a picture like this, what I really would like to do, say we back at it. What I really would like to do is map out all the darkest areas first. I want to try to go ahead and get this towel outlined a little bit. And that over, and it's going to come about right there. Or should I bring that up some more? Let me see. I could probably bring that up some more. About right here. Okay. And then the rest of this will be part of his jersey. I can erase that little portion. Like that. Okay. So I can work with that. But it's gonna be some areas. So let me see. Let me try to map out the areas that's gonna be dark. So we'll come and I'll probably use a different color too. I'll use a red to map out my dark areas. Just trying to be a little more structured with how I do this. So that's going to be a dark area. Over here, right by the thumb, you're going to get like a small triangle, like right that way, coming right down. On the arm here, you're going to get a nice little area And it ain't got to be super precise. Just getting a good idea of what's going to be dark and what isn't. And mapping that out is going to help me out tremendously with making this look as realistic as possible. That dark area is going to come all the way around up this way. And it's going to be darker back here more so than it is up there. So I'm going to probably stop that about right here. But it does kind of come up this way too. On this side of his arm, it's going to come about this way, downward, and going to hit about right there. You got a little bit of a dark area right on the other side of this wrist. Got a darker spot here by the jersey, right underneath that towel. I need to get his chin, get the contour for his chin so that I can outline under right below the chin and the neck. Come there. Come down with his chin. The chin will be about right here, I want to say. Come over. Looking good so far. Let's take our time. Try not to rush nothing. His head's right there. The towel comes down about there. Curves down a little bit to the hand. Shows a little bit of the neck there. And then right around here is where this is where that towel was at. That's going to come up right around there. And that's where that shadow is going to sit. So far it's looking pretty good. I'm liking the outline of everything. I think I may have went a little far out with his ear, but that'll be an easy fix. Back to the shadows. Under here, there's going to be a shadow that comes about right here, up this way, and down this way. What I want to do is just map out all these dark zones. Don't work on no details or anything. None of that. Just map out all these dark areas and just go ahead and color everything in like that. And then we'll come in and map out some of the lighter areas after that. Got a little bit of a dark spot right around here on the face. Bring that in about there. Right under the nose. We'll have a spot there. We'll probably wait on that part. We'll probably wait on that. The letters for the jersey, we can wait on that, but I do want to capture some of the shadows on the jersey. So we got one right here, comes out, and it sort of comes down right around here. Something like that. We got one that stretches straight down and kind of comes that way. And then that sort of comes upward. You got a shadow that sits over this part. And I probably shouldn't be focusing so much on the shadows on the clothes, but I kind of want to see how it pans out when I finish that up. There is some shadows on the eyes, but I don't want to touch that right now. Let's see. We'll try it. So it's kind of like that. Comes up, kind of goes into that eyebrow. Nothing much on that side. Got the shadow on his hands there. Dark areas here in between the fingers. We'll just kind of lightly map over that. All right, so what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and try and get a good base of his skin tone. So I want to go somewhat brown, like around there. Look for more of a reddish hue, and then darken that. Mute it just a little bit, and then I can kind of play around with that tone from up here. Make it a little darker, and that could be a lot of my darker tones that we got. Lower the size a little bit more, and see how this works out. We'll just come in and all those little dark areas that we marked and mapped, just go ahead and fill those in. And we're going to see how this works out. Roll out the window, roll out the window, roll out the window, roll out the window. Got a shadow that rests about here. And it looks like it does overlap on the hand a little bit. So we'll just go ahead and stretch that over. Let me make this just a little bigger so I ain't got to do so much work. Come here. Try not to overlap on too many areas. Did I throw one here? Okay. Make that a little smaller. Right here. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Roll out the window. Wait, did I add any music? I sure didn't. Hold on. Throw a little music on so it won't be so boring. All right. All right, back to the shadows. Come over here. We'll get underneath his neck. Got that. We got a portion over here. Right behind that thumb area. We'll zoom in and try to get as much as we can without doing too much on the hands. And get over here on this little thumb area too. Get that pretty good. Over here. Just right around, somewhere above by the eye. We'll come over here by the hand. Got a little bit of a shadow on this side, right behind his wrist. Okay, we got one on the arm here. Make this a little smaller. And it was kind of some darkness over this way. Like so. What else we got? You got like a little wrinkle of a color in the jersey. Got that. All right, it looks like we got most of that outline. Trying to find a good tone for the skin. Okay. I wonder, could this work? Okay, so remembering some of the lighter areas as well, instead of just throwing everything together. So here on his arm, it's more of like a light, muted brown. About right there. Sort of grayish. About right there maybe. We got an area there. And let's see what other areas kind of have that same tone. That. Now it looks like it gets lighter back here. Let's see. Grab this and we'll look for this side over here. There's a bit more like yellow in there, a bit more warmth in there. Recognizing skin tones and like all the different variation in skin tones, that can be tricky. Got a little bit of like this tone going on right here. Actually, that went back to right here, actually. I'll fade that up. Right here, it's probably about this tone, and it just gets a little lighter, and it has just a bit more red in it. All right, there. Definitely gets lighter as it goes up the hand. A bit more of a yellow, almost like that, like a creamier, lighter version. So here, and about right. Oh, right here maybe. Got a little bit on this side of the hands, but not a lot. Got a little bit on that knuckle that he has on his hand. Got a little bit coming down the arm, but not a lot. Go back to color picker, brush, and there's some more of that little spot over there. Lower this size. We got a little bit of some darkness coming around, right around here. What I could do is come in with a, I would stay dark for right now. We'll grab that, we'll grab a little bit of this for that portion of the neck. Grab a little bit of this. On this side, you got a little bit of that slightly reddish hue going in there. Got this sort of hazelnut color here. Grab our dark brown. Some of that travels a little bit further back. And let me actually get a white in here too. I could probably put the white details in last, so we can wait on that. When the album drop, you can wait on that. I don't like the questions you ask, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. So it gets darker in here as well. Definitely a darker portion of that. Get a little bit of a darker portion there. It gets a bit red on this side. A little bit of like a reddish. Something like that. little bit more red right around like here. All right, so we got somewhat of like just sort of your run-of-the-mill brown right on the outside of that. And then it gets lighter here. There's a little bit of that yellowish kind of hue to it. Oh, I'm about to reach on that side. Okay, so the hands got like this really light and ashy thing going on. Slightly grayed. Right there. Got a little bit of something going on in there. Pull some of that down. A lot of that stops right by that knuckle. Then you get a little bit more of a yellowish kind of action going on that side of that hand. A little bit of shadows there. On this side, it gets a little bit more brown. That yellowish brown. So we'll go here. A little bit of that. And a little bit of this, I'm assuming. Right on the front. Right here. This towel, I might have to bring that down just a little bit more. That comes and kind of straightens out right around that neck to where the neck doesn't stick out too far. Grab that darker color. We'll zoom in to make sure we get it right. Now that's gonna will facilitate that a little bit more. Some of that actually runs up the length of the neck too. Like so. Okay, so on the face, you got a lot of different points happening. You got like a little bit of like a yellowish red vibe here on the nose. You got a darker area here that I didn't notice. So right by the eye, if I came downward, and like kind of from here to here, that kind of connects and goes up here. Let's see, make sure I'm not doing too much over here. Okay, let's get some of these area over here. We'll zoom in just a little bit, see what we got going on. So on this side, I'm gonna try to come with that. That is a little less red. Let's try that one. A little bit more on that side. That comes down a little bit more this way. There's a bit more of a yellowish tone right on the cheeks and on the nose as well. That's going to help that nose stand out from everything else too. Got some yellow tones here on this cheek, and I got a little bit of a reddish tone here. Come down. What's going on, bro? Listen, we trying to like map out, trying to map everything out so we don't have a whole lot of mistakes to try to recover from. We got the body, we got the contour down. I got a nice little background that I'm gonna throw on there once everything is finished. But yeah, we getting it together. All right. Just trying to recognize all the different tones on the face and trying to apply everything accordingly. So right up under the nose, we got a little bit more of this darker shade here. I go over that way. We got a really, really light side on, and like that white is going to really help us make this stand out. Really light and white on that side. I'll grab this brown and come up top just a little bit more. Got a nice little lighter area here. Got a yellowish tone there. We got a little bit of this sort of muted cream color right where his cheeks are at. Actually, it's lighter. It's a little lighter. Right around here. Got some lighter areas here on the forehead. That comes down this way. Got a little bit of that yellowish right behind that ear. We'll make this smaller. And then back there, you see like a little bit of reddish, brownish, yellowish kind of a vibe. So we'll go on that part. We'll go just a little yellow. We'll get like this yellow, this reddish brown. And we'll come in with some of that as well. On this ear, we have a lot of dark zones on this ear, mainly towards this top portion, coming downward. Then we have some right here. Create a little bit of a space there. That'll come down. I could have zoomed in and got a little more precise. I'm just trying to map everything out. It's a nice dark shadow right under this ear. Make sure we keep track of that. So let's go ahead and try and get some of the jersey. So it we know the jersey is red, but on here it's more of a like a bright burnt orange. So we'll come on the color wheel here and we'll select that, give it just a bit more of a reddish hue, and then we're going to slide upwards and over, kind of mute it a little bit, get a little bit more orange out of that. And we're looking at about right here. We'll take that, up our size on that. Lower the size here. Sorry if y'all hear my daughter crying in the background. And that's kind of the color we got going on with that. It's not exactly red. There's some parts in it that may have a bit more of a red hue, but looking at both these sitting side by side, that's nearly the same color. Now it gets a little brighter, so if I came with this, you can showcase some of those brighter tones in there. Those get a bit brighter, a bit warmer. But that's pretty much the color of that jersey. Oh man, this is gonna be dope. Once I pull this together properly, this will be dope. But I gotta take my time, map everything out. And as you can see, we haven't done much drawing. Everything has just been sort of getting those colors in, blocking those colors in, and just working from there. Just hopefully when we start like trying to blend things together a little bit more, it'll come together for us. Got that shadow right there, that right there. I'm so scared. I don't even know what to start on next. We might go back to the face and see what else we can work on the face here. We got a little bit more brown on that side, so we'll grab this. Let me zoom in, give myself more room to work with. That's too large. All right there. Got a little bit goes right under by the nose. We got a lot of darkness that comes out this way and kind of sits back here. Let me try and see if I can map that out properly. So we got inside there, the eye will probably be here. Make that smaller. All right, about right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll do a save. Alrighty. Bro, I don't even know how to start blending on this. Okay. We'll start on like the arms. So we'll grab our blending tool and we'll slowly start on like the arms. Getting a lot of this blended in, and we'll swap back and forth from that to the brush. Stretch this up a little bit more. And it's a little bit more of that reddish kind of tone up there. Stretch that back over that way. Okay, blending tool. Or should I use this Torterline? Let me see. Make it smaller. Don't want to overdo anything. Let me zoom in too. All right. Okay, yeah, I don't like that tool. Just coming in, softening a lot of those lines, but still keeping those colors. Slide over this way so I can still see what's going on over here. That meets up there. Got a little bit of that red line poking through, but I'm fine with that. Now, there is a little bit more color on this side, so let's grab that. I can color that part in like I should have. Grab that blending tool and just softly and slowly go in and blend in some of these portions. Pull that up some more. Pull that way. Soften that line back there. Right there. It's going to be a little bit more of this coming down that way on the arm. So we'll just pull that down and then blend that in. Let me grab some more of this. It actually got a little darker down this way. Blending tool. Okay. Soften that line back here. It's a bit more, some reddish tones here. And just trying to like recognize like those tones. A lot of those tones help to form that muscle and that definition. Bringing all that together. We got a little bit of those tones down here. Some here, but these are a bit more reddish. So we'll come with some more of that red down here. On this side, it gets just a slightly, not too much of that. Just a little bit. I ain't need too much of that. Grab the blending tool. Mooch, come check this out.
Ow! Scratch me. Ooh, get that. I'll get right away. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, you done with the other shoe?
Yeah, I thought I sent you a picture of it.
You know what? I saw that it was coming along. I didn't realize that it was done. Let me see.
That ain't the finished one. Hold on. Is this it?
Uh-oh.
So this is the finished one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that looks good, babe. Yeah, it look good.
Yeah. And so I'm working on this now. So I've just been like working on shades, tones, colors. So like trying to recognize like the little bit of yellowish in his hand, the red. Trying to focus on all of that instead of trying to focus on drawing so much. Focus on like
The
color,
shading
the color and the shading. So it's coming together.
Could you get out of there?
Let's save it.
Why? Just why?
We'll blend that up here on the arm.
But yeah, was a big trash bag? Big dumb trash bag. Alright, why is your Africa back here? Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. A big dumb bag. I'm trying to see if maybe I can put the pants in there too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have as many pairs of pants to get rid of. We got them.
Yeah.
But it's enough. Might have to get another bag. Here, give me that. I ain't nothing in there. Thank you. This is my restaurant. For your daddy's trip. Get here.
Hi. What's going on, cutie? Daddy trying to draw Michael Jordan right now, so
And she looked at you like, I don't know what that means.
I need up.
So, these bags in here, one of them will give it to Keisha, and the other one will give it to her.
Oh, okay.
That ain't a big bag. It's just some stuff that the girls ain't gonna use or too big for.
Okay.
Was for Keisha, I probably could just get a payback.
Yeah. Some of this darker tone comes up a little bit more over here.
Tops in my closet. That was just like collecting dust. Like it was just that I had stuff that was like size large, size medium.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, well, you could tell I ain't been to this closet in a while. I'm gonna get into a medium. Okay, there.
So we'll switch back to this, and we'll grab a little bit more tone up here. Just a little bit of like a yellowish tone. Yeah. Grab this. Grab this up here. All right. Oh. Be careful. Okay.
Give me that. You don't have enough for ponytail like this. So you don't need that.
All right, that on there. That comes up here. We'll come up. Now this darker tone right here kind of comes down a little bit more. So we'll slowly try to bring that up. Fade that line. So far, I'm enjoying this. This actually looks not bad. Not really mad at the way this is coming together. Okay, so we'll hop over to this side and slowly start to bring in some of these tones. We still got that shadow that's back there from earlier. We'll fade some of that in. Now there's going to be a little bit more of that darker tone coming from that part. So we'll just add some of that in slowly. Drop the size. Slowly add that in. Don't need a whole lot. And then we'll soften that up. Now, some of that lighter tone is up here pretty dominantly, right around here. I don't need it that big. All right.
Did you hear all that? That just happened just now?
Yeah, what was that?
Your daughter, Janaea, to be exact. The little shelf they got in there decides to just, pull it on over.
Was she a cop? Oh, now she want to cry.
She not.
Mm-hmm. Louis V straight jacket. Say I'm back. So this is what we got going on so far. What you think? So you hoping to find some more dresses? Yeah. He said, "Yo, you got far." Yeah, I was trying to map out like all the skin tones and everything, and trying to, instead of me sitting up drawing like lines, try to just block in colors. So that's what I've been working on right now. This is the background that I'm gonna try to put on her once I get everything finished. But I don't know, I'm still debating. I might switch it to like a blue background or something like that. But right now we're just going in and noticing like different skin tones, stuff like that, and just adding stuff in slowly to try to really mimic what I'm seeing on this other side of this other side of the screen. Because I don't want to mess up MJ, man. Ain't nobody gonna forgive you for that. So I gotta make sure if I'm gonna draw him and post him to come correct. I might tag him and see if he'll, come in and insult me and say, "Oh, nigga don't look nothing like me." That'd be pretty cool. Get flamed by MJ. Okay. Now down here it gets a little darker down here, so we'll grab this. We'll grab that, and we'll put just a tad right there, and then we'll pull that in. Kind of blend that in a little bit. Got lighter tones there. There is a darker tone happening right above the arm. Ooh, wrong brush. Wrong size. Let me see. Back out of that. Okay. Kind of give me a little bit of an idea where we're going with that. Grab my blender. I'll clean this side up a little later so that it can actually look like what we're supposed to look like. Go back to blending. Right there. I forgot. So in the middle of his knuckles, there's a darker area as well. So we'll go in here lower the size, and we'll try to drag this down as far as we can. We'll blend in those spots, soften those areas, and try to see if we can drag it down a little bit more. Getting these hands, that's going to be a difficult part too. I've always hated drawing hands. It sucks. Let's see. What I might actually do is just call this a stream so that I don't rush this. We've been at it for an hour so far, which isn't bad. I'm not mad at that. Just want to make sure we keep everything sort of portioned out right, so we're not rushing anything, taking our time. Eyebrows on that one go up a little bit more. That one is about the right place. Okay, so I think we'll call that a stream. That's what we at so far. Save. What just happened? Boy, I was finna get pissed. I thought it erased something. Man, I was finna get hot. Boy, that just made me completely pissed for no reason. I'll grab that. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm blending in some of that. Draw down some of that. Blend some of that down. I thought that was the real shoe, yo, okay. It's crazy, okay. All right, we'll come back to this later. Save. And we'll continue this probably tomorrow. Looking good. Can't complain. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share it with a friend. Tell your friends about us. And I'll catch you guys soon.